Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you all here. So, hopefully you all can hear me just fine. Done some finagling with the mic. I know we had some issues with that before, and I should have a new one here by next Saturday. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to make do with what I got. But, hope everybody's having a good day. This is the final stream of the year, guys. By virtue of it being the last day of the year. Let's go ahead and get us a lobby open so y'all can join. We're doing a little bit of a throwback to a typo from early in our streaming adventures here, so the lobby name is a little different than what I usually put it as. Green, welcome in, buddy. Glad to have you. We got Shadow on chat here with me as well. Alright. So I'm trying out a different build today, guys. I wanted to try using dual burst actuator, and I'm combining it with feedback injector, and I've got kill protocol. So we're going to see how that goes. Goal here is to do as much damage as possible and try to conserve some of our ammo with the feedback injector. I'm going to be running a side clip here. We'll see how that goes. Green says howdy, Shadow.
There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
How's it going, Green? Alright, yep. Shadow should be getting his new computer soon, so he should be joining us pretty soon. Not today, but soon. Soon with a trademark on it. Alright, well, I'm gonna... You know what? I feel like doing Vault Breach. I think I'm gonna open up with a Vault Breach. The game lobby is open if anybody wants to join. I'm gonna go ahead and get stuck into it, guys. So...
Interesting.
The prodigy returns.
You can already feel the love, huh, Green? Alright, well, I'm going to grab that in case somebody joins, and then we're going to go ahead and launch. Well, I've got a video set to go live tomorrow. It was supposed to be uploaded last night, but yeah, YouTube was being stupid and decided to halt the upload mid-upload. It was taking several hours for some reason for it to upload, and then it decided to stop uploading in the middle of the night because I had it going overnight, and yeah, it didn't work. So we're gonna fire that up again this afternoon after the stream and get that uploaded for you guys.
We'll find the vault in a sector just a few jumps away.
Yeah,
Once
YouTube
there,
being
you must
YouTube.
enter the vault and retrieve the cargo we came for. But be careful. The Legion often guards locations like this. Let's start moving out whenever you're ready.
I will say, down here in Florida where I'm at right now, I won't be here too much longer. I got about another week or so. Then we'll be going back home. But down here, the internet is about half the speed of what I got up north, so it's still in a good range technically, but not quite what I'm used to. So, all right. Interior remnants, got components that direction. Let's go this way. Looks fun. All right.
Jump imminent. Remains.
So you guys got plans for tonight?
I've identified a Legion outpost in the area. From what I can gather there, the facility still has valuables inside. Secure the facility and
Last
empty
day
their
of the
storage.
year. So... probably be watching the back of your eyelids. I think that's the best plan. You were up to 2 a.m. theory crafting this morning? Oh no. That, I mean, I can relate though.
Material collected. Empty collectors.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You can't play the game, so. Well, that's the worst though. It's like, okay, I got this idea for this great build, but I can't test it. There you go. The fact that it worked does not surprise me.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
Alright. Now we get to test out this this build that I'm running, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, single shot to drop spiders. Yeah, laser drones don't stand a chance. Neither do shielded heavies. Interesting. Okay. So the DPS on this build is actually pretty crazy, but you will burn through ammo very, very quickly.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
So basically with this build, because it's got dual burst actuator and kill protocol, you're going to be doing a lot of damage really fast, but you're going to be burning through ammo twice as quickly as you normally would. And you're going to be doing technically 25% less damage per shot than you normally would, but you're going to be firing much faster. And then you're going to damage buffed from kill protocol as you take things down. So I don't know, it's kind of a give and take there, but probably ultimately doing less damage per ammo reserve fill, but more damage in the second. So if you
Parking procedure initiated. Parking procedure complete.
Clearing out the materia filter, bringing it back to the ship.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, more burst, less total. Yep, absolutely. 100% agree. And yes, I know what overclock on Deep Rock Galactic you're talking
The
about.
valuables are behind that locked door. I have located batteries in the area. You can use them to bypass the mechanism and open
I was a shotgun enjoyer, we will say.
No problem. I'll fetch that for you.
Although I think pump action was my favorite overclock for the shotgun. Oh, it is. Well, it basically it doesn't do anything for your range, and yet it does tons for your range all at the same time, simply by virtue of the fact that you're doing so much extra damage. So the drop off of the spread isn't nearly as big a deal. Oh yeah, well, magnetic pellet alignment was beautiful if you just wanted to take things from range with a shotgun, which was pretty cool. Oh, another ammo crate, nice. It was pretty cool. I didn't use it as much, although I did love it. I do think I eventually started using the Lock 1 Smart Rifle more, though, because for actual DPS, I feel like it was greater than the Warthog, but, you know. Breach Cutter is the most powerful weapon in the game. Prove me wrong.
hostile signatures detected. You're not alone anymore.
Yeah, history.
Take that, you dirty
Bulk detonator? What are you talking
Control,
about?
let's find another one.
Oh, I know. It was insane how much damage the breach cutter did. It with any build.
Enemies incoming.
Yeah, breach cutter was crazy looking, and it was a lot of fun to use. The oh gosh, what's it called now? I can't think of it. The laser.
Hostile forces detected.
Having a brain tooth. Yup.
Ground targets approaching.
Yeah. I feel like Engineer is hands down the most powerful class in Deep Rock Galactic for DPS. You want to make things dead, that's the go-to class. It is also the most ammo hungry class in the game, so
Jammer.
Dominate all major craft. Very nice job.
yeah, Fat Boy was is the meme child of Deep Rock Galactic.
Great job.
Yeah. Oh, I loved RJ250 compound. That was my favorite. For those who don't know what we're talking about, the grenade launcher for the engineer class in Deep Rock Galactic, it had an overclock called RJ250 compound, and it was probably the hardest overclock to use in the game, but it was also extremely powerful. Grandison, how you doing, buddy?
Grabbing ammo. Grab ammo.
The overclock caused you to have a ton of extra ammo and slightly less damage, although that could be easily offset with modifications. And what it would do is it would make it to where when you were in the air and you could set off an explosion within proximity of yourself, it would send you flying. There is fall damage in that game, so it's an easy way to kill yourself, but if you got good at using it, it was actually an insanely powerful mobility tool and a lot of fun. Very skill-based, though. Yes, it did work on teammates. Trolling was definitely a thing you could do. Yeah, I actually would use RJ250 compound and just down myself. Like if I was about to go down when I was in a bad position for people to revive me, I would intentionally take myself out with the RJ250 compound because you did take damage from it, and then just fling myself to where I would be easier to revive. So was. Yeah, the
Initiating takeoff.
Glacial Strata, I absolutely love that biome, but at the same time, it had some of the worst layouts sometimes.
Preparing to enter jump space. This site used to function as a logistics hub. It's no longer operational, but there should be salvageable scrap left behind. To access it, we have to bring the remaining systems back online. Scanners are picking up several discarded fuses in the area. Gather them, and we might have a shot at getting the systems back online.
Yeah, Glacial Strata could get huge. I think, though, my least, and weird layouts, being everything was procedurally generated, you never knew what you were going to get. I think my least favorite biome, one of my favorites and one of my least favorites all at the same time, was, wasn't Dense Biozone. Yeah, it was Dense Biozone, I think. It was Dense Biozone. I know a lot of people hated on Hollow Bow. I didn't mind Hollow Bow too much. Dense Biozone, I really hated when,
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
oh yeah, why'd you hate Hollow Bow? Stabbers, yeah.
Purging the materia business.
I hated, Dense Biozone for things like, Morkite mining.
Materia collected.
And,
Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Bulu Cap, side quests and stuff like that. I just, it's like, Fossils was terrible.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to
Oh,
retrieve it.
it was so bad. It was so bad. You couldn't find anything in that place. I mean, it was pretty, but yeah, nah. It was a terrible biome for so many things. There were a lot of cool biomes in
Clearing
Deep
out the
Rock, though.
materia filters.
I'm not gonna lie. They had some really cool design. Even though everything was procedurally generated, it was pretty interesting.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Azure Wield is pretty cool. Actually, that was what I was thinking of. I said Dense Biozone. I think I meant... Yeah. It's been... Still, cool stuff. Good game. And interestingly enough, Ghost Ship Games, the guys that make Deep Rock Galactic, that are currently working on Rogue Core, their next Deep Rock Galactic game, they're friends with Keepsake, so it's pretty cool. Actually, right now you can go on Steam and there's a bundle for Deep Rock Galactic and Jump Space, which is kind of cool. Which, by the way, means that if you already have one of those games, you can get the other one for a little bit cheaper by buying the bundle.
Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Plus, for anybody who doesn't know, Jump Space is on sale right now. Normally $20, it's right now $16. So, there you go. If you want to buy it for yourself or a friend, and tell them to get on Jump Space, now's the time to do it, guys. Actually surprised me. It was I felt like a jerk. Somebody in the Reddit literally asked, "So is it safe to buy Jump Space now, or do we expect it to go on sale for the holidays?" And I'm like, "Well, they've already talked about sales and said that they weren't going to do them previously in a previous time, and the game's not that old. I don't expect it to go on sale." And then literally the very next day it went on sale. And I'm like, "Well, I feel like a dingus." But I did say, I did tell him, I'm like, I don't know anything official though, so you know. I updated the whole Reddit and just let everybody know. But yeah.
I would tag that person.
Tag that person? Yeah, probably a good idea. My wife's talking in my ear, guys. Alright, let's see what we got. Got a Corvette right here. I can call in a resupply. Nice thing about this mission, this was one of people's least favorites, where you had to get the radioactive fuses. Now the mission, you don't have to start it like you had to start it before. Now you no longer have to start it, it's just automatically started. And when you're solo, you only need to gather one fuse instead of three, so it takes a whole lot less time. It is ironic, though, by the same time that they lowered the amount of time it takes to do this mission, they added in an even longer sector. Not to complain, I really love the new sector, but it is long, so... One of the beautiful things about Cyclip, guys, is that it has the ability to stun lock things, so it can do a lot of damage. Green says hello, by the way, Sean.
Hello.
So, alright, it has the ability to stun lock bots, so it can help to prevent you from taking any unnecessary damage, guys, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we got.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Adios. Wait, I think we also had resupply that I called in. There it is. I wish that the resupplies you called in were more clearly marked. They're not really. Oh, hi friends. Midnight. Do I need to turn you into bacon? Oh. Is that a yes? Alright guys, I'm gonna have to... give me 1 second.
Asteroid storm imminent. Take shelter.
Well, I was hoping to get behind that asteroid over there for cover, but pretty sure that's out of bounds, so that was a no-go. Alright. Alright, well, tell you what guys, I have been trying to come up with fun little sci-fi references and jokes for the titles of the streams. I'd like to hear your guys' ideas. You got any references you'd love to see future streams named as? Because if you do, throw them up in the chat. If I like them, I'll save them and I'll use them at some point. Could be anything. Usually I do for the most part I do sci-fi, although I will branch out into other things. I, for instance, used a reference from Peter Pan at one point, so get creative. Make it fun. Do something silly. Standing in my lonely tower, waiting by an open door.
I can carry that to the ship. Absolutely. problem at all.
And me with me forevermore. Alright, let's see what we got. Still need to pick up a fuse. Haven't done that yet. I think I've taken out all the threats. We've dealt with...
Look.
Got some materia here. There's also that point right there, so I'll probably do that and search for fuse before I bother with the materia. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Parking procedure initiated.
Cool. And I'm gonna play a little risky on this
Parking
one.
procedure complete.
Wow, there's something outside of the play zone. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before, guys. That's a new one on me.
Looks like it's time to
They're
dance.
coming on out. So, like I was saying about this build,
I just
it
detected a jump signature. Something
got another
arrived
vet coming in.
close to your position.
It consumes ammo very quickly, but it has very high DPS. Like I said, playing risky with that.
You can leave some for me too, you know.
Oh. This build is high damage, but high risk. So. Or high damage, not high risk. High damage, high ammo consumption. Sorry, not high risk. What I did flying in there like that was high risk.
Prolonged exposure is not recommended.
Alright, we got our one radioactive fuse that we need. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy an ammo crate. But I will need that shortly. And we got a Corvette. I'd rather...
Detecting enemy reinforcements.
Oh boy.
Initiating
Not what I
takeoff.
wanted to see, because currently have radiation on the ship causing problems. And I am under attack. Let's see if I can get this radioactive fuse off the ship and then deal with the ship. So it'll make my life a little easier. Let's do a bit of a hot drop. Okay. Keep the ship alive, buddy.
Override.
Alright, back to the ship.
The door mechanism is now ours to whenever you are ready.
Alright, radiation's off the ship. I'll have an easier time dealing with things now. That's a vet. Let's deal with you. Cool. What we got here? That's the vet. And then so we got something here.
Look here.
Oh, that's another Corvette. Okay. Buddy, you're gonna have to repair the ship and replenish the ammo here in a moment. We also don't have the railgun right now because of the ion storm.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
Alrighty then. Well, he's down.
Corvette disabled. You may
Let's get
board
rid
it
of
and
this
look
one.
for valuables.
Let's go ahead and put out the fires. I definitely hear laser drones on the Corvette. Okay. but I never needed any money in my life. I learned the truth too late. Oh, hello, friends.
A fine shot indeed. Hostile forces detected.
Okay, cool deal. Oh,
A fine shot indeed.
yeah, this build is interesting. I'll show you guys what I got here in a second.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
I feel like I'm a wee bit close to that vet. There we go. Alright, so right now I'm running dual burst actuator, feedback injector, and kill protocol. So kill protocol is going to give you plus 10% damage for everything that you take down within a 15-second window, and then at 15 seconds you get reset back to 0 on your bonus. Dual burst actuator causes you to fire 2 bullets for every shot that you would where you would normally fire 1 bullet, but it does 25% less damage on each bullet. So you're getting basically 2 bullets for the price of 1, but you're doing less damage ultimately. It does continue to take those bullets though from your magazine and ultimately your reserves, so you will do less damage overall over time, but for burst damage it is more powerful in the moment. And then you got feedback injector, which has a 20% chance of refunding your ammo, which is very useful when you're running dual burst actuator. But as you can see, it is a very hungry, ammo-hungry thing to run.
Another threat, but he's right behind you.
But this build does shred things. I mean, you could go with any of your damage options. I chose Kill Protocol just because it has no downsides. Just, it's not a massive buff, but you know,
Self-destruction sequence initiated.
it's a buff without
Leave the
any
ship as
negative
soon as
effects.
possible.
Most of the buffs have some kind of negative effect, or at least some kind of condition that has to be met for the buff to be active. And certainly, while there is a condition that needs to be met with Kill Protocol, you have to take enemy ships or enemy bots out in order to get the buff.
Over here.
That's kind of the point. You're going to be doing that anyway, so it's not like there's any negative to that. As a general rule, you're probably going to... I mean, we are going to prioritize your laser drones and stuff like that, obviously, first, because those need to go down immediately. But aside from that, you're probably going to hyper-focus on the small stuff with Kill Protocol, build up your buff, then deal with the stuff with more HP, your heavies, etc. Because at that point, your buff will be built up and you'll be doing extra damage, so they'll go down faster and take fewer
Material
bullets.
collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Clearing out the materia filters.
I will say that Kill Protocol is very costly, though. It takes 5 points in your augmentation power, so...
Parking procedure initiated.
Oh, drop my weapon. That's not what I meant to do.
Parking procedure complete.
And I have already gotten the fuse in, so all I gotta do is crack the door at this point.
That's it.
Cool.
There should be something worthwhile in here. Grab what you need. then
I
let's
miss
go.
the jammers, guys.
I can carry that to the ship. No problem. I'll fetch that for you. Absolutely. Bringing it back to the ship. Bringing it back to the ship.
Oh no, she'll
Caution, a
never
large asteroid
leave
shower is
me.
imminent. Begin
That's funny, we've
evacuation
already dealt
of
with an asteroid
the
shower in this sector, so we're getting a second one. Yay! Let's see, is the ship safe here? Probably not, but we'll find out here in a second. Oh wait, no, it's a massive asteroid shower coming in. Got it. Okay, so let's deal with the artifacts. Just gonna feed that to forceful recycling. And then we'll just go ahead and get out.
Initiating takeoff. The asteroid shower is imminent. Prepare to...
And I had unplugged the jump drive due to the ion storm blocking off so much on my power grid. Let's go ahead and do that.
Entering dump space. Hold on to the helmet. The asteroid shower is...
Some of you guys know I've got COVID right now. I'm on medicine for it. Unfortunately, the medicine has got my taste buds really messed up. I know that COVID is supposed to mess up your taste buds
There's a
as
ship
well.
in the sector carrying a
I haven't
portable
experienced
jacket.
that
We
with
need
this
to
one.
destroy it before we can proceed.
It's only immediately after I've taken the medicine. For an hour or so, my taste bud, I'll have this terrible taste in my mouth.
A Legion strike force is
And I
inbound.
can't
Get ready.
seem to get rid of it. Alright, well the sensor's offline, but everything else is online. That's good. That's fine.
The strike force is approaching. The strike force is here.
Weapons home, time to dance.
Shadow made me an omelet this morning. I made sure not to take the medicine until after I'd eaten the omelet. Because the bad taste doesn't... It's not constant. It's only for about an hour or so after... Sets in probably about a half hour or so after I take the med.
Ship needs ammo.
And then
Material collected. Empty collectors to
will last for a couple of hours.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Oop. Okay, I don't have a shield unit up here. Doing pretty good on materia. Let's plug it in. Close enough. Got almost 300 materia already, which is half of what the dart is capable of. And there's some in the filters needing to be retrieved. I'll let Buddy do that. Right, sensors are offline. I should probably go ahead and heal while I'm thinking about it. Especially since I may or may not wind up getting intruders. We'll see. Okay.
Entering the combat state.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Man, the Legion are heartless, guys. Like, I dropped several ships and they still haven't aggroed. They're like, eh, this is fine.
Material collected. Empty collectors.
There goes Jeff. We didn't like him anyway.
That's it. You disabled the jet. We can leave whenever we want, but you should probably gather any valuable items left from the explosion.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Thanks. So, guys, looks like Fox is
Ready for battle.
helping out.
Ship needs ammo. Build ship and...
I'm replenishing ship ammo. Purging the
Fox
material.
is my sister-in-law, guys. She's pretty cool. And she's really, really tech savvy.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
see. I think I had a shield unit up top already. I'm starting to run low on ammo, so I will have to deal with that here shortly. I should be able to clear this Corvette first.
Expedition. Looks like it's time to down.
That's kind of fun.
A fine shot indeed. Take that, you dirty machine.
Right. Alright. 15 shots left in my side clip.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
We gained a few components. We're sitting at 8 components. It takes 10 to get the max cap that you can get for ingots
Taking
from
ammo.
components now. So we're getting pretty close. We only need 2 more.
Grabbing ammo.
Go ahead and top off my ammo, because why not? I absolutely love this sector, guys. This is one of the newer ones, and I've only gotten it a handful of times, but check this out. If you get down here in these canyons, like, there's all this green glow. I absolutely love this area. I think it's insane. Like, it's like this big canyon down this huge asteroid that you're in. There's all of this crazy, it looks like radioactive green glow. I don't know, it's insane. And then you got the spots area, these areas over here that are just lit up. Ooh, what's that? That's got like a pattern. I wonder if that's like holdovers from design. That's kind of nifty looking, guys. I don't know, that's different. Okay, cool deal. I've never noticed that one before. And then you got this little canyon run through here. Makes you feel like Luke Skywalker in a skyhopper. Only question is there any wop rats? Because they might be in trouble if they were. I mean, that's too cool, right? I love the design of that. That's sick. Alright, let's grab this cash and let's go ahead and get out.
Jump beacon detected. Quickly destroy it before it calls.
Or let's deal with that first. I've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds, guys. As a lot of you guys know, I enjoy the Monster Hunter series. And picked up Wilds. With all the reviews and things, I didn't go in with high expectations, I will admit. I do love Monster Hunter. I've had a great deal of enjoyment out of the franchise. But before Monster Hunter Wilds even went live, I heard the devs say, we are taking full advantage of the PS5 technology. And in my experience, whenever somebody says we are taking full advantage of the PS5 technology, I can generally expect, at least what I've seen, is usually that means the PC port's going to be terrible, unfortunately. So,
no problem. Absolutely. No problem at all. I can carry that to the ship.
well, certainly not a rule. When I heard them say that, I became extremely skeptical and very concerned. And having played the game myself now at this point, even though they've updated it and stuff, and look, I can get it to run at a pretty stable frame rate myself on my PC, but my PC is no slouch. It's not top of the line, but it's certainly not lacking, if you know what I mean. But here's the kicker. Even though I can get it to run reasonably well, it don't look that great, guys. In order to get Monster Hunter Wilds to look good, you have to play with the game on Ultra. Well, at Ultra, you really need to have the highest of highest machines to get it to actually run at a good frame rate. Or you need to use frame generation, which is just unideal. So basically the only way I can get the game to look halfway decent and run halfway decent is to use a lot of upscaling and to run it on ultra. And even then I'm not getting a steady 60 frames per second, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan with that direction. I feel like the game looks blurry, to be honest. A lot of people have said, oh, well, it's just your settings, it's the way you've got it. It's like, guys, I've been tweaking the settings, I've been messing around. Look, here's the thing. Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, I can get those games to look incredible, extremely clear, easy to see, easy to play, and make them run at incredible frame rates. No problem. And I get it, they were last generation's game, right? Sure. I understand that argument, but
Clearing out the materia filters.
should we really be targeting 5090s with our games coming out, guys? Seriously? Because
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
I know people have complained about performance of Jump Space on PC, but coming from Jump Space and going to Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm like, the comparison is just night and day. Like, Jump Space runs so much better, and frankly looks a ton better, honestly. The art style and graphics for Jump Space are drastically better than Wilds, in my opinion. And Jump Space costs $20, not $70. So, is the gameplay fun for Wilds? Sure, it is. Like, it's Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is always fun, but it should not look and run like that, in my opinion. I'd say it's not worth the this computer ain't nothing to sneeze at, I'm totally honest. Yeah, it's not. Certainly not top of the line, but it's not a Slash. But yeah, I will say I'm very disappointed in Capcom with Wilds. And I know that Capcom is very capable of producing a high-quality game that runs incredible and looks incredible and is feature-rich. I know they're capable. They've done it many times before, so I don't know. They kind of dropped the ball on that one, in my opinion. Is it a bad game? No, not at all. Do I recommend trying it? Absolutely. Do I recommend paying full price for it? Nah, not really. I'd say wait for a sale, for sure. Some games I'd say don't wait, go head on, it's totally worth the price. That's not one I'm going to say that about. Good game, worth playing, don't pay full price. And that hurts to say as a Monster Hunter fan, but it is what it is. I mean, if you guys, is this even going to be useful? I've only got one jump left. My shields are maxed out, so no, Force Fields is not going to be useful. Yeah, as a Monster Hunter fan, I hate saying that. I absolutely love the Monster Hunter franchise. I'd rather see more people play it. I'm not trying to discourage it, but yeah. Unfortunately, it was...
Entering job space now.
It should not have been overhyped for what it was. If they had landed it with this one, I would say the hype was exactly where it should have been, but they messed up. They put too much focus into things that weren't important and kind of dropped the ball on the things that were, in my opinion.
The resources we're after must be here somewhere. Let's grab what we need, but be quick. The Legion won't give us much time.
Frankly, I would normally say dial back the graphics a little bit and make the game run better, but the graphics are not that great, guys. I think what they did was they tried to hyper-focus high-end machines, because, like, if you turn it all the way up to Ultra, like, hair and stuff, details.
Parking procedure
It's
initiated.
incredible, but it is designed to only look good on high-end machines. If you have it cranked down at all below Ultra, then suddenly it looks terrible. With the way they did things, it only looks good on Ultra, unfortunately. Even at high, it does not look great, in my opinion.
Taking ammo.
I just feel like at high, it's blurry and unpleasant to look at. It's honestly hard to tell what you're looking at half the time, which is really unfortunate.
Got your six, as they say. Oh,
I haven't played a modern game in a while where it was hard for me to tell what was going on screen. So I find it very disturbing that
fine shot indeed.
Monster Hunter is hard to tell what's going on screen for me. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and send that back to ship. Probably not gonna use it.
I can carry that to the ship.
Still fun to play though.
Great shot.
Materia ingot.
I'll fetch that for you.
And of course, I'm not trying to imply that the performance issues we've had in Jump Space are not worthy of note. They are definitely on Xbox. Xbox has had the most trouble.
You can leave some for me too, you know. Absolutely. I'll take out the trash. Great shot.
Little spider. Oh, buddy, take him out. Okay. That's a weird audio glitch. I don't like that at all. Let's try it on stuff. Speaking of performance issues, I guess it's not really a performance issue so much as it's a glitch. Let's see if this corrects it. Nope, it did not. Ah, firing did it. Okay. Weird.
Fine shot indeed.
Alright.
Grabbed ammo. Grabbing ammo.
Got a spider tank. Curious.
Terminate all Legion trash.
Stop you for the extra damage.
Very nice shot.
Okay. As you can see, I've already used over half my ammo just doing those things, so this is a very ammo-hungry build. I never needed anybody in my life. Well, I learned the truth too late. I need to, Let's see. That should be better. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So, I was hoping that my mic was fixed. It is not, but I have a new one coming. I'm just going to have to keep turning up my volume because, yeah, it is dying. There's no two ways around it. Apparently, the volume just randomly dropping is a common issue for this mic when it's going out, so... Which I suppose is better than it just dying midstream, but still.
Everything has gone into lockdown. It's a trap. Get out of there. Enemy jump signatures has been detected.
Okay, we got friends.
Get out now.
Oh, speaking of friends. I will say one unfortunate thing about dual burst actuator with Javelin, not only does it chew through your ammo like crazy, but generally speaking, laser drones go down in 2 shots, 2 critical hits with Javelin, and with dual burst actuator, because of the damage decrease, they actually don't, so. But, as you can see, what is it called? Feedback injector, where it refunds ammo. That was coming in really handy. Even so, I still burn through my ammo pretty much instantly.
Grab ammo.
I detect a security protocol on this door.
Alright, well, I'd rather save my Javelin for the next area if I can help it. Side clip already needs to be refilled. Okay, doors unlocked, but I would rather clear the path a little before I try to move on.
Enemy ships are approaching. Get a move on.
And my Cyclops already out of
Grabbing
ammo,
ammo.
so we'll do that. Okay. I really enjoy this style of build for Halberd. Again, you're going to be burning through a lot of ammo, obviously, but it is a great deal of fun. I do recommend doing it mostly for multiplayer, though. This kind of build, where you're chewing through this much ammo, not really ideal for solo play, where you got to take out everything. In multiplayer, if you're running this kind of build, I would say you are the designated heavy destroyer, because you got really good DPS with this. So dropping heavy units is quite easy for you. Hey Roscoe, nope, not a new map. This is Vault Breach. How you doing, buddy? I did do a sector, I think one of the last sectors I just did was actually one of the newer areas. So you could scroll back on the stream and check it out if you want to. Good, man. How's everyone feeling? Well, I mean, everybody's getting over COVID. We all have it, so. cycle of ammo. Like I said, this build is really ammo hungry, guys.
You only have 30 seconds.
Okay. Geronimo! There's probably going to be spider tanks and stuff in here. Oh well, here we go. Yep. Lots of heavies, lots of lasers.
Hostile ships are already here.
And we're out.
Quick,
Good
get
deal.
back to the ship.
Yeah, that's no fun. Honestly, y'all kick it. Hope you all kick it
There's
fast.
another
Yeah.
ship inbound. We can't jump into
Hopefully so.
it. It will arrive shortly. Stay alert. Initiate.
Everybody's on meds for it. Funny thing, the meds that I'm on,
Empty collectors to retrieve.
Take that, Scott. Purging the material. Roger that. Focus
they
on
are really messing with my taste buds. I know COVID has the ability to mess with your taste buds, but it is the only time my taste buds are off for 30 minutes after I've taken the medicine. And it only lasts for a couple of hours afterwards, but man, does it taste bad.
Excellent work. Now get us out of here. Preparing for Johnson's transition.
Fortunately for me, COVID has not hit me nearly as bad as it has hit the rest of the family. I don't feel too bad, honestly. So you guys will notice it says that on bonus objectives, I only got 2 out of 3 stars. I should have gotten 3 stars because I brought all the crates. The issue is that I did not deploy the bag that I had them in. And there is a glitch right now where it can not count everything in the bag. So my recommendation is to not do what I just did and deploy everything. Is what it is. Alright, I'm going to swap off this build.
Let me know what you need.
Let's see. You guys got any recommendations? I'm thinking something like that, and then maybe combine it with... I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth too late. See, I'd kind of like a damage buff of some kind. You know what's something I haven't tried? Momentum Charger. So basically what Momentum Charger does is it increases your damage when your speed is increased. And then you have a couple of perks that increase your speed drastically. Like this one, Adrenaline Injector, increases your speed whenever you're exposed to radiation or fire. So that could be interesting to experiment with. And then I'll probably, I've only got 1 point left, so I'm just going to throw it into Supplement Injector. So what you see I've got here, guys, is I'm running Supplement Depleter and Shield Recycler. So basically it gives you -10 shield and -40 health. But then I've combined that with the health augments, which give a +100 health. So it'd be +60. And then this gives +15 shield, so it'll actually have 5 more than usual. And those give me back 2 points. Then I plugged in Shield Booster. I've got Adrenaline Injector and Momentum. Howdy, welcome in. And I've got the Momentum Charger, I believe is what it was called.
If you squint, the dents are
Yeah,
barely
Momentum
even
Charger.
noticeable.
So I should get extra damage for speed. Phantom
At ease.
Space, welcome
Good
in.
to see you.
There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
I never needed anybody in my life. Stuart, welcome in.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring.
I'm thinking we could do... You know what? There's artillery for challenge rating 4. There's also a couple of data breaches. There's a distress call. With this build, I'm going to need to be able to sit in a seat, so let's do one of the missions where that's relevant. Let's do, let's see what these guys want to do. What kind of mission would you all like? Okay. No problem. Okay. Not too hard, but long. So maybe challenge rating 3. We got this here, which is an hour. This is an hour. We just did a vault breach. There's a distress call. We got artillery.
Very well. Mission primed. We can head out whenever you are ready.
Let's work.
Stand easy, soldier.
Alright, cool deal. Looks like everybody's readied up. Want to make sure that they're forceful recycling. We'll go with that.
The rest of the crew is eager to head out. Now we are just waiting for you to get
Okay.
ready.
Interesting.
Let's go ahead and get stuck into it. Alright, cool deal. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get
The Legion
cracking.
cargo ship is temporarily stopped in a sector a few jumps ahead. It's the perfect opportunity for us to intercept it. Once you're prepared, let's start jumping toward the target sector. Hopefully, the Legion won't see us coming.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the microphone, guys, so I apologize if it's lowering on of its own accord right now. It is dying, and I am replacing it, but the replacement is not here, so I'm just trying to make do with what I got. Could go that way, or we could go here and then go there, which would be incoming, and then ion, and then that's artifact stuff. Let's go that direction. I will make sure the power grid's in order. That all looks good. Let's do it. All right. Looks like Phantom Space is getting familiar with the ship. We'll give him a second to do that. While he's doing that, so tell me, guys, what are you hoping for in this year with Jump Space? Alright, gonna start the jump now, guys.
Jump imminent. Remains.
Stuffed crust pineapple pizza. More pineapples and gnomes. Yes. I would like double pineapple on my pizza, please.
There is a Legion facility in the area. We should eliminate the defending forces and raid their storage for any valuables.
Welcome in, mate. Glad to have you in. Alright, well... See, I could avoid the sentries, but... Looks like they're primed to deal with them, so let's just do that. Good enough. I would like for there to be more gnomes in general, just all around the place, right? I like to be able to find that Easter egg hidden throughout missions. I think that'd be fun. Okay. Okay, they're off the ship. They're going for
I need a ride now.
Says hold still. Let's give him a hand. I don't remember dropping the Corvette, so I'm a little confused. I'll have to look back at the footage to see what happened there. Oh, that's down already. Sounds like he's having trouble over here. Let's deal with that. Okay. He's rocking the Zorbach helmet. Nice.
New component found. Install it and try it out. Return it to the hangar
Drones.
for analysis and updates.
Check it.
Got materia over here.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Parking procedure initiated. Parking procedure complete.
A hand?
Okay, we're in. More armor for the drip. Yes, more cosmetics for sure. I suspect we'll be getting more and more cosmetics as things go on. Especially
Look, drone over here.
I'm just gonna say it, guys. I think somebody's modding because things are dropping a little too fast,
Valuables are behind that locked door.
which
I
would
have located batteries
explain
in the area.
that.
You can use them to bypass the mechanism and open
Would explain that Corvette, by the way.
hostile signatures detected. You're not
Here,
alone.
grappler.
Good job. Let's find another one.
I can't wait for the sliding. The movement is already so sweet, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, for sure. Apparently they were talking about it. One of the issues they're trying to address before adding the sliding is the clipping. So Gracious, you're familiar with the modding scene for the game. Tell me, is there a mod that basically lets you one-shot everything? I would be highly surprised if there wasn't. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because everything's dying a little too quickly right now. I mean, the Corvette went down, and I had no part in taking out the Corvette, so... The ship didn't do... I was piloting, the gunner didn't shoot it, and yet the Corvette went down pretty much instantly, so...
Taking ammo. Grabbing
And
ammo.
like, I have not had to mess with any of the baddies pretty much this entire time, so I'm pretty sure
Need some assistance.
somebody's doing a little more damage than they typically would.
I found an artifact. Over here. Artifact. I found an artifact.
Legion Blueprints is good. Especially with what we're running. Friendly Fire is good.
Jump imminent. Remains.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gracious. People using mods in public lobbies is very lame. Unless it's strictly stated in the lobby name that it's okay, it's not fair to others.
Connection to the Legion network. If you perform a security override, I can plant. The entrance is locked down behind multiple security protocols. Find and disable the control nodes to gain access.
Over here.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work. I asked who had their damage modded, but nobody's speaking up, and I figured they wouldn't. The people who don't have their damage modded are not going to speak up unless it's just to say, not me, and the person who does have their damage modded doesn't want to be kicked, so they're gonna either say not me or just not speak at all. So, not that I'm actually going to kick anybody right now, but probably just finish out the mission, and then since nobody's speaking up, I'll probably boot everybody and start over. So if you are in the YouTube chat and you're hearing this and you are in game with me right now and you do not have your damage modded, you can let me know and I'll be happy to leave you in. I will be doing runs that include modding for sure. But I'm not going to force it on anybody. I'm going to make it very clear that that's what I'm doing, so...
Check it out.
Requesting support.
I have not started using mods yet, but I will be using them eventually. I used them for Deep Rock Galactic a bit, and I intend to
Look here.
experiment with them a bit in this game as well.
A hand?
Probably won't be doing damage mods, but
Over here.
probably some fun stuff.
Materia collected.
Check this out.
Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Drones!
I'm definitely not anti-mod. I rather enjoy modding, actually. I just don't like forcing it on others, that's all. And I usually, if I'm modding, it won't be to reduce difficulty. Usually it's to increase difficulty. Modding is fairly limited at the moment. It's mostly visual stuff, but people quite quickly found they could buff their values. Yeah. That, like I said, it would have surprised me heavily had there not been a mod to increase your damage.
Your unauthorized access attempt.
That's usually one of the first things people
Marksman
mod.
Hostile forces are mobilizing. Expect resistance.
Which, to be fair, can be fun to play around with on your own time, but I don't like it when people do it to others, you know? Without their consent, anyway.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Extraction ASAP.
I'll come back for you a sec. Okay, we got a break. It's an off-foot segment.
Assistance, please.
Looks like Stewin's heading that direction now. Looks like it's only gonna take one person, I think. We grab this material and I'll swing back for you guys.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Alright, coming to a stop so you guys can grab a hold.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
I got a pilot cannon now.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Okay. Well, I think I know who's modding.
Materia collected.
As there was only one person that could have destroyed that.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
We don't have enough materia for things because of
System
shield
malfunction
disruption.
identified. A manual bypass is required.
This means I need to be careful and take things down quickly. Ammo is fine at the moment. My main project at the moment has been making a hardcore mode. Adds extra life support style gameplay. That's really cool. I'd love to check that out. I believe you're in the Discord, right? So, if you want, why don't you throw up a link to that? I would love to check that out.
All security nodes are offline. The lockdown is lifted. Return to the entrance and retrieve the assets.
Some of it got broke by the augments. We'll wait till I get those fixed before sharing it. Understood.
Over here. Get over here. A hand?
I imagine creating mods for a game that is constantly being updated can be a bit of a pain in the neck.
Jump signatures. It's an ambush.
That's a problem. Let's just go ahead and get clear. Yep. I've been modding it since the closed beta. Things got broken like every week. Oh, I imagine so. I mean, one thing I will definitely say for Keepsake, they are constantly updating this game.
Check over here.
I've got no engines, only one cannon. And dang, was the beta a ton of fun.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
I'd actually never been a part of a
I need
beta
a lift.
before, so being a part of the beta for this game was a lot of fun. It was a very new experience for me, and I learned a ton from doing it. And Keepsake was a lot of fun to work with, so.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Pilot, pick me up.
The cool thing about Keepsake is that if you're active in their Discord, they're constantly chatting with you, answering questions, and generally just being really chill and really cool to work with and deal with. They're constantly updating the game and making it better. I absolutely love it. I've been in a few. They can be quite disappointing. Had one game that played great in the beta, but when they released it, they got scared and removed most of the content. Ooh, that's rough. That would be extremely unpleasant.
Preparing to enter jump space.
a friend of mine just got me into another beta. I have not even checked it out yet, though.
It's no
I need
longer
to.
operational, but there should be salvageable scrap left behind. To access it, we have to bring the
It wasn't a
remaining
game that was on my
systems back
radar, so it's something I know very little
Pop
about
scanners
at this point.
Start
Right, there's no
used
point in
the
doing
area.
this.
Gather them, and we might have a shot at getting
Check
the
this
systems
out.
back online.
Look over here.
Oh, it's the hall. Okay. Sounds like we're about to get attacked, so I need to be quick.
Attached mines detected. Remove them.
Okay, they top and bottom. Looks like bottom.
Great.
Top.
You found a black box. Bring it
Okay.
to the hangar so we can recover the ship.
Extraction ASAP.
You have nobody on the ship right now, buddy. We need repairs. Alright, made it. Well, this is not the ship. Well, crap. There it is.
Pilot, pick me up.
Alright, well, most everybody is down. Sounds like we got intruders. Oh. I'm just gonna set this down for now. On your feet. Got no repairs. Is there any here? Okay,
Interior
finally
collected.
locked.
Empty collectors to retrieve it.
And that's a wrap. Go. Keepsake is honestly great. I joined the Discord years ago, and they've always been great. It's been so great to have Groove added to the team as well. Rip, yep. Yeah, no, Groove is awesome, dude. Well, everybody jump ship.
Let me know what you need.
Funny thing too, pretty sure the guy who was modding was the guy who kept going down the most.
There are some interesting options for our next
So he was
expedition.
modded
Mission
for
parameters
insane
accept
damage,
mission
and
Never
yet
jump when
he
you're
was the
ready.
one who was going down the most. I don't know.
Prodigy returns.
Oh well.
Once I'm in Legion, we'll send forces to stop us. You will have to hold out until I've downloaded enough data. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
One of the biggest mods is, as per Crew's request, the Hatsune Miku mod that I made. That was you, buddy? That's awesome. I saw that.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
I remember Groove was flipping out for that one.
Parking procedure initiated.
That's amazing.
Parking procedure complete.
Yep, I'm very proud of that one. You should be. That was incredible. Not to mention the reaction it got from Groove was just absolutely amazing.
Good. You're inside. Now connect me to the control room and I can start the download. While I download data, the facility will go into lockdown.
So that's what I'm saying, guys. Mods can be incredibly fun. And Keepsake is fully supportive of mods. Like, they don't have anything in place specifically for mods, but they are not at all opposed to people implementing mods. So, in fact, they said that many of them were modders, so... Alright, well... I tell a lot of game devs to start out at modding, because you kind of learn how to do things that way. And
I've gained access to the facility materia storage. I'll need you to finish the transfer whenever I can initiate a connection event. Be prepared, as I won't be able to hold it open for too long.
I've never modded personally or done any kind of dev, but I have absolute respect for it. I love that the multi-tool is full auto now, guys. It makes me so happy. I did it the other way around. I started off learning to make games, then started making mods. Nice. Just curious, are you able to talk about what games you've worked on?
Materia canister.
There's Spider. Oh, you got him, buddy. Good job.
Canister release pending. Materia canister released.
Look out the trash.
Nothing big, just personal projects. Only ever released one game and later took it down for a security issue. Gotcha, okay. I've considered getting into game dev. It's something that I would enjoy doing, I personally believe. I like most of your technical stuff. I enjoy working with computers and things, and generally it's stuff like fun for me anyway. My sister-in-law helped me put Linux on my computer, and I've enjoyed learning that operating system and learning to use the command line and stuff.
Okay, they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
Certainly not on the level of game dev for sure, but something that was fun for me to do anyway. Even if I was at times pulling my hair out. It's fun but cruel experience. There's plenty of stuff online to help you learn it. Yep. I know, there's like tons of YouTube videos too of people covering stuff. So it's not hard to come by information. Just putting that information into practice is a completely different ball game. And I suspect, depending on what you're doing, what kind of game you're creating, and what kind of systems you put into place, completely changes everything from what you've learned. So you gotta learn new stuff each time. I don't think there's anything such thing as a cookie cutter case. I know it's funny when I was setting up Linux on my computer for streaming and everything and gaming. Everybody's like, just do this, it'll work. It's like, no, it didn't work, so now I've got to figure it out on my own.
Materia capstone.
I got fortunate though, I didn't have to completely reinstall the OS. Seems like most people when they install Linux for the first time eventually have to reinstall the OS. So hopefully that doesn't ever happen. So far it hasn't. I haven't broken anything too too bad. I got quite lucky with jump space. Most of my experience has been in Unity Engine, which is what Keepsake chose to use. Yup. Well, and Unity's a pretty popular option, so... Which makes sense. I started experimenting with game dev. I downloaded Godot, Unity, and was checking out Unreal. I had ideas for games, and I still think they're good ideas. I just haven't... I'm not even sure that at this point I would have the time to devote to something like that. But who knows? Maybe a side project that I'll do when I feel like it. Probably won't ever be anything super professional, but, you know, fun to goof around with, right? I'm gonna go with a maw. Let's grab a healing unit. And probably another on-foot ammo crate. I got the materials, I'm just gonna grab a second healing unit in case I need it.
Okay, they've
we're
locked
good.
onto us again. Here they come.
Hostile forces detected.
I would love to, at the very least, learn coding, just for the sake of it. I have a curious mind. And, like for context, I've studied Old English, Old King's English. I've studied quantum physics. I've studied human anatomy, biology, and a handful of various art forms. And it's just because I'm curious. I may not ever use it, but I like to learn.
One less to worry about.
Like I can play guitar, I can sing, I know how to write poetry, I know how to write music. I'm a drawing and a painting artist, so I've done a handful of different things in that regard. As far as technology, I've learned a few things about computer.
Take that, you dirty machine.
Materia canister released.
Learning is such a fun thing to me. It's one of the only things that can entertain my mind for a long time. Yeah, absolutely. Like, and there's always something to learn. There's no such thing as, oh, I've learned everything. We are all... One thing that's funny is the more you learn, the more you realize how ignorant you are. And how ignorant you will always be. Like, no matter how much you learn, there's always more to learn. And I love that. It means I've always got something to do, always something to look forward to. Like, I've been learning video editing since I started doing YouTube. I've never done that before. That was completely brand new.
Materia canister released.
Streaming? I've hosted Zoom meetings before, but that's about the extent of my knowledge as far as that's concerned, and that's extremely, very bare minimum. Managing Zoom is real easy compared to hosting streams. So, I enjoy it.
Canister release pending.
And I actually like it when things break and go wrong because it gives me a chance to troubleshoot and finagle things, and then you always feel really epic when you finally figure it out. But it can be very, very frustrating when it breaks at the wrong time, though. I'm lucky if I can tie my shoes. Green, I highly doubt that.
Canister release pending.
Less to worry about.
It's my understanding that you're awfully good with a forklift, so
Canister released.
Legion scum.
that is also something that has to be learned and not everybody can do. Trust me. I've been in enough jobs where forklifts had to be used. I am familiar with the fact that there are people that when they are on the forklift, you get the heck out of the way because if you don't, you are going to be skewered and they're not going to care. I tried streaming a year or two ago, but it just wasn't for me. I have some friends who have done it quite well with it, though. That's awesome. I mean, at least you tried it. I mean, right? That's the thing about learning, is you're going to come across things that just aren't your cup of tea, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Look out the trash.
Like, I've learned tons of skills that I don't use anymore, you know? Or if I do use them, it's very rarely. Like, for instance, I know calligraphy. I know a lot of different scripts for calligraphy. Batard or some... I'm not cursing when I say this. This is the official name. The script is called Bastard Script. And then there's also Gothic. Several different kinds of Gothic that I've learned. I learned Unseal, which that was kind of a Greek script, and then we've got Copperplate, which is basically what became cursive. It was the precursor to cursive. Like, I can do all that. I still remember it, and I practice it from time to time just to prevent myself from losing it. But I don't ever use it. Occasionally, when somebody's doing a wedding or something, they'll say, "Hey, can you do these wedding invitations for me?" I'm like, "Sure, okay," but you know, I almost never use it of my own volition because Copperplate is calligraphy is extremely unforgiving. Like, one little mistake and you've got to scrap the entire page and start over. Such a pain. And when you're 200 words in and then suddenly you make a mistake, it's It can be quite soul-crushing, to be honest. Which is kind of why I got out of it, because I started doing what's called illumination, which is basically just illustration you're drawing to enhance your calligraphy. And I realized, oh my, drawing is far more forgiving than calligraphy, so let's do that instead. It's a lot easier on my sanity. I remember seeing your Dart loadout calligraphy thing. Very cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was fun. That was one of the few times I decided to use it. That was the copperplate script, which dates back to late 1800s English writing. That's how everybody used to write once upon a time. Oh, kamikaze wave.
Take that, you dirty machine. Have that.
Canister release pending.
I will say, I mentioned that I can play guitar. Let's put that in perspective. I did that when I was 17, and I did it for several years. And I got good at it then, and I still remember a lot, but let's just say some of the skills have atrophied. I'd say the worst part about it is when I go pick up my acoustic guitar and I go try to play just for fun. I always used thick strings because I liked how rich in tone they were. My fingers are so unhappy with me when I decide to do that now. I lost all the calluses, so you build up specific calluses to playing guitar.
Canister release pending.
And let's just say those calluses don't stick around forever if you don't use it all the time, so playing guitar now is, unless it's like
Materia canister release.
very easy to play electric guitar, it hurts. Probably gonna play, what, 30 minutes and then walk away and be like, okay, now I need to ice my hand. Whereas I used to be able to play for hours on end and not think anything of it.
Take out the remaining Legion forces. Canister release pending.
Take that, you.
Materia canister release.
I used to play piano. Let's just say I still play piano.
Great shot.
I love piano. I think it's one of the prettiest sounding instruments. That and probably the flute and most of your wind instruments I absolutely love.
Canister release pending.
My mother was able to play the flute. She was quite musically inclined. Still, I think we still have her old flute, which is pretty cool. She hasn't played it in a long time, but she showed me
Materia canister release.
herself. She played it for me once, which was really cool.
Very nice.
Well, I tried to learn flute because I absolutely love the way it sounds, but
Download and link to the WhatsApp.
to be good at playing flute, you have to be good at whistling, and frankly, I suck at whistling, so
Use the Materia Interact to start the next download.
That was one I was never able to quite get the hang of. I couldn't even get the sound to come out properly, much less learn how to play it. Heyo, your mic is really quiet. Okay, thank you. Yep. Alright, cranking it up. Hopefully that helps. It's, it keeps dropping. That's apparently an issue with this particular mic. As it's dying, it gradually drops volume. So, I've had to turn it up several times during the stream. I'm wearing earplugs and standing next to a loud machine. That's probably not helping. But, yes, it was quiet. So, thank you. I've cranked it up. I've got a new mic coming, so that should sort out the issue. Alright. Alright, well that'll work. That's the great thing, is now that we have this mission, if you fail a mission and lose all your gear, you can come in here and get a bunch of new weapons. How are you feeling? How's the fam? We're okay. I mean, everybody's got COVID. It's confirmed at this point. Everybody's on meds for it. I think I'm faring better than the rest of the family, but yeah, everybody's doing alright. We're recovering. I'm not sure why, but at least where I'm from, everyone is taught to play the recorder as a child. Yeah, that tends to be the standard starting piece for most people here, too, so. If you are in public school and you are learning to play an instrument, that's probably the first thing they're going to start you on.
Nice. I got some great stuff for you, my friend.
Alright, well, I'm just going to hang on to that build because that is a personal favorite. And I'm going to do... Let's see. I have not done a sabotage yet. That would be fun.
Calculating jump exit.
I feel like doing a sabotage. Let's do a sabotage. I'm going to swap things around a little bit. I haven't run disruptor lasers in a bit. I'd like to do that. They're kind of fun. Let's see. Split reactor. Won't need that. Let's go with...
No problem.
Could actually probably go that and fit everything in.
Glad to see you back in one piece.
We also got taught the Glockenspiel, which is what sort of led to me playing piano. Okay. I'm actually not familiar with that.
The rest of the crew is eager to head out. Now we are just waiting for you to get ready.
What in the serpents?
Let's say friendly fire, and we can go. I've been able to build up my credits. I was down below 1,000 credits, guys. Buying so many artifacts. But I've been farming them in the new data breach mission. Things that I'm planning on doing for the stream. I want to make an intermission video that I can play if I need to step away. I would like to I'd like to invest in some new lighting. I'm not really a fan of the current lighting situation. I think it tends to wash out my face.
The interference array is in a sector
And
just a few jumps away from here. We need to disable it.
I've got a new mic coming. It's going to have a mixer and everything, which is pretty cool.
And then let's start moving out.
I also would like to start doing streams that are definitely going to continue doing jump space, but I'd like to add like one more stream where I just cover other games, just for kicks. Jump space is definitely the focus of the channel, but it's not the only game I play, so... I'd like to be able to talk about other games just for fun, you know? Alright, well he needs the Yuletide presents, so let's go that direction. Unfortunately, they're both lined up this time. Alright, let's do it.
Jump imminent. Remains.
Glockenspiel is sort of a metal xylophone. Okay. I'm actually going to look it up now because I'm really curious. In fact, let me do that real quick.
The facility we're approaching has communication equipment used for Legion logistics. I need you to perform an override so I can disable the system.
Glockenspiel
I
instrument.
also detect equipment in the facility
Okay.
I can get you access to.
Yeah, that's exactly like a xylophone, to be honest. That's cool.
A Legion strike force is inbound. Get ready.
Cool deal. Alright. That seems kind of fun. It was pretty cool. Back when I learned guitar, my younger brother, Roscoe, who's frequently in the chat here with us,
Strike force is here.
he was learning keyboard, piano, and my youngest brother was learning drums. So we were all able to kind of jam together. It was a lot of fun. I do not know how to play piano, but I understand how it works, right? I studied it enough to understand it, and honestly, it's kind of how I learned the way notes and theory work, was by studying the piano, because that makes a lot more sense on a piano than it does on a guitar with the layout.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
I also really love the way the piano sounds. And I love how versatile a keyboard is. Yep, you heard your name, buddy. We need you to play the keyboard for us, alright?
Corvette disabled. You may board it.
I can play piano, but have minimal music theory. I mainly just learn to vibe with it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair too. And Roscoe says, don't count on it now. Pretty sure I forgot everything except Ode to Joy. Well, then, I mean, and everybody learns Ode to Joy, right? That's the, at least here in the US, that's what everybody learns first.
Self-destruction sequence
Okay.
initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible. New component found. Install it and try it out. Return it to the hangar for analysis and upgrades.
On guitar, I can still play a couple of Switchfoot songs. I can do Everlong by the Foo Fighters. And I remember
over
a few
here.
others. Here in the UK, I got taught to play blues first. Might have just been my teacher, but I don't know. It could be. I don't know. But that's kind of cool. I mean, I feel like nobody really wants to learn Ode to Joy. It's like everybody here, that's what you're taught first, but that's not what anybody's there for, you know?
Unit installed.
Blues sounds kind of fun. Kind of music I was learning was rock. 90s, 2000s rock. Fortunately, my teacher, he was... I actually had two teachers over the course of the time that I was learning guitar. The second teacher I had, he was actually in a rock band, so learning rock music was right up his alley. As that tends to be my preference anyway. That and instrumental. I love instrumental. When I do karaoke, I usually do 90s R&B. I get that. Yeah, that checks out too. I bet that's fun. All right, where'd he go? Oh, he's in the sand. My buddy, he loves all kinds of music. As some of you guys know, I have seizures, so I don't drive. But so he would be the driver, right? The designated driver, and he would pick music usually, and he would try to introduce me to new stuff. He loves all kinds of music: R&B, rap, rock, country. If it's got a tune, he loved it, and we were. I got exposed to it. Some of it I liked, some of it I hated. Was what it was, but I got exposed to all of it. Nope, I gotta do it, okay.
Legion are sure to have additional defense forces nearby. Prepare for reinforcements once we try and breach the system.
Looks like I'll have to get that pretty pink mic for your stream too. Oh boy, is it dropping again? Yep, it sure did. I had the mic volume up to 100% and it dropped down into the 60s. Like I said, guys, I got another mic coming. It's gonna replace this. This mic is going out, and that's what the issue is. Just trying to make do. Alright, looks like he's already started working on the objective. Buddy, generally speaking, I praise your accuracy. That was terrible. He shot a particularly offensive-looking rock. Sorry, thought I'd hit park, because I hadn't.
Parking procedure complete.
I'm not overly worried about taking a lot of damage here, because I'm going to get buffed as soon as I'm at 50% health, so this 50% is going to be at 100 with this build.
Cool. Hostiles incoming. You need to fight them off until the override is completed. Progress halted. You need to perform an angle bypass.
Okay. I'm not at 50% yet. Oh, I guess so. Especially since I'm playing a little carelessly right now.
Progress halted. You need to perform an angle bypass to proceed.
lunch break in 30 minutes. I get to hang out with Green again for lunch. He's super busy over at the warehouse today. With it being the last day of the year, a bunch of people took it off. Yep, that happens.
Grab ammo.
Those clankers are pretty well disguised. He's picking up slack. Mike's drop again. Yep. Yep, it did. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about just swapping over to my my webcam. Technically has a mic. It sounds terrible, but at least the volume wouldn't constantly be dropping. I might just swap over to that so I can stop fussing with it. It would take me a minute to dial it in, but and even then, it's never going to sound great. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Hauk. Doom, I said the latest Fallout episode and I got distracted. You're fine, buddy. Appreciate you joining. I did not know that. If you do a melee strike on one of those kamikazes, it turns it around. That's cool. Let's see if we can get a few of these off his back.
System malfunction added. A manual bypass is required.
Dude, he's got friends for days. I am not used to somebody other than host being hyper targeted. That's crazy. No spoilers, huh?
Override. We're done. Answer the vault.
Okay.
Grabbing ammo.
I just detected a
Grab
trust
ammo.
Something have arrived close to
This was not the only hair being pulled out. I still have bald spots. Yeah. Fox was helping me with the Linux, so when I was swapping over. Good, you already grabbed that. Yeah, that kamikaze move was a new one on me too. So Fallout takes place in the wasteland, okay? And
Grabbed ammo.
Med stims.
all right, let's get to the next area.
initiating takeoff.
It's probably artifacts that you picked up, so we'll deal with those before we jump. Got a few presents off of that, actually. That should help. And the next area will also have presents. Is this large? Nope, small. That'll work. Okay. Good enough. Let's do it.
Preparing to enter jump space.
No, I won't do it. No spoilers. I've got to get ready for a family New Year's meal. Good luck with jumping and have a happy New Year. Thanks, man. So I really appreciate you joining. Appreciate you talking. I especially enjoyed the talk about mods and stuff. So, thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one, buddy. Thank you.
The facility up ahead has data on local Legion fleet movements we can use. You'll need to perform an override so I can download the data. I'll also...
Alright, let's see what we got. So yeah, guys, if you are in the Discord, Gracious Cub, he's the one to talk to about modding if you want to know about it. He's helping to design the mods for Jump Space, so he's your man. In fact, I found out this stream he's the one who did the Hatsune Miku mod for Nisa that Groove was so happy about.
A large fighter wing have detected us. Prepare for immediate engagement. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retreat.
So, question for you guys. I asked the guys before, but a couple of you have joined us now. What are you most hoping for from the devs for Jump Space in this next year? Year 2026, what does everybody hope to see? Nice shot, man.
Materia collected. I no longer detect more incoming ships. Good work.
Alright, flip that. Let's deal with this fighter first. I heard of the most fabulous mod passed down from heaven itself. No pineapple on the pizza. Praise be.
No ship ammunition in the assembler.
Replenishing ship ammo.
Now what we need is a mod for double pineapple, and I can run it just to annoy Spectre. Launching all Vipers from a battleship. Ooh, that'd be fun. More flavors of pizza. Sadly, the more flavors of pizza, that's only going to happen with mods, guys. The devs are very determined to keep it as pineapple pizza. More ships, dogfighting, and gag. Yeah, so we know we're going to get fighters. The devs have confirmed that. We don't know. I don't know if it's happening this year. But they have confirmed that with a battleship, we will be having some kind of, probably with the battleship, they said, but they did confirm that we will be getting some kind of launchable fighter of some kind. So that is something that is coming. We don't know what all that entails at this time, but we do know that they have something planned for that. More soundtracks for the boombox? Yeah, that would be sweet. If they had to have pizza in game, why oh why the most disgusting type?
Over here.
Mostly to annoy you, I think. Apparently pineapple pizza is a big deal over in Sweden where they're from, so kind of a tradition, I guess. You'll notice a lot of the things in this game are Swedish, so. Ooh, we got a heat blade. Give me some sausage, green peppers, and onions. That actually sounds good. I have not had pizza in a while. I would love some pizza.
Help me out.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Oh, there he is, okay. Frankly, I don't care what flavor of pizza. Just give me pizza. As long as it's not like candy pizza or something screwy. Also, I'll pass on the anchovies. You can have my share of that. Ugh. Anchovies on pizza has got me like Spectre with pineapple. Yeah, it's been quite a while for me too, and now in the South, finding real pizza, non-chain stores like Pizza Hut, Domino's, etc. is tough. It is. I will say that we do have an absolutely... You're with me on the anchovy, yep. I thought you might be. I think
Look here.
we have one of the best pizza places not far from here. Just a stone's throw or not far from here, I say. Well, I'm speaking of when I'm at home in North Carolina. Near us, there is a pizzeria that is incredibly good. They, I'd be curious how they'd stack up for you, Spectre.
The entrance is locked down behind
But it is one of the best pizzas I've ever had. Little bit expensive, but definitely worth it. And I say expensive in relation to Marco's, Pizza Hut, and other places like that, you know. But then you're also, you know, paying for the quality of the pizza, so the quality of the ingredients, etc.
Access attempt has been detected. Hostile forces are mobilized. Expect resistance.
Did I have a shield unit? I don't remember. Yep.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Okay, we got friends.
Initiating takeoff.
Let's see. Yep.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual diagnostics.
That's the vet.
Ship needs ammo. Build ship ammo.
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
What's that over there? Heavy gunship. Break over here. Well, I'm fearing I had a lot of folk fleeing the Northwest and bringing their business with them. Pizzerias included. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people trying to get away from all the snow. The cold winters. What I don't understand is why most of those people come to Florida. Like, you could have picked a better place. There's a saying in North Carolina. They call them halfbackers. That's folks who went from, say, New York or something, went down to Florida, couldn't take the heat, and then came halfway back to North Carolina where the temperatures are more moderate. And to be frank, I completely understand if they can't take the heat down here. I don't like the heat.
Entering
kind of why I left Florida and moved to North Carolina. Grew up in Florida, but never liked the heat. We have a few mom and pop near us. That's cool. Mom and pop shops are usually going to be your best bet when it comes to getting good grub.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
I actually like that we're able to get the on-foot stuff now and lower player counts. Used to be 1 to 2 players, you would never get on-foot sections in these areas. My oldest brother couldn't wait to sell his HVAC business in New Jersey and flee to Florida to leave the cold behind. Did he stick by that decision? Or did he regret it, I wonder?
Ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the assembler.
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
The thing is, Florida is for folks that think 70 degrees Fahrenheit is too cold.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
Literally, I know folks down here in Florida that when it dropped into the 70s, they were putting on parkas. And that's not an exaggeration. Sounds like one, but it is not at all an exaggeration. 70-degree weather, they were putting on parkas, and if you didn't, you were treated like you were an absolute lunatic. Oop. The only state that Green won't go to is Florida. Yeah. Depends on what time of year you go, I suppose. If you go in summer or fall, you're probably going to roast. Spring is warm. I'd say the best time to go to Florida is in the winter, particularly if you're not accustomed to the heat.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
The water started flowing about 7:45 a.m. Low to mid 70s. I love that. T-shirt weather, but I guess that's the Yankee. No. Has nothing to do with you being a Yankee, my friend. Has everything to do with that being completely and utterly reasonable. It was funny. I think it dropped into like the 50s here over this past week, and most folks are running around freezing to death. I walk out. Walk outside. I'm not wearing shoes or socks, and I have a t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt on, and I'm perfectly happy, right? Mind you, I was born and raised in Florida. Everybody else is freezing their tushy off. It's scorching 36 degrees today. That's Illinois for you. It was in the low 30s this morning, and it's 48 right now. And my wife made me sleep with the window cracked. Slept with a beanie on, his bald head. My Michigander wife might freeze my Florida blood. Well, Roscoe,
Parking procedure initiated.
love you, buddy, but that might be a you problem.
Parking procedure complete.
Caution. Incoming asteroid shower. This is squad tactics. Upload that in. Because why not? And, unless you got artifacts, buddy, you should get out. Not able to attach to the ship? I have no idea what that was. Oh, I know exactly what that was. That was my phone. Got an alarm going off and it rumbled right off the counter there. Guess you're on your own now, Roscoe. Yep.
The distress call is coming from this area. Move closer to investigate it.
All right. Shadow, welcome back, buddy. Let's see, check my volume while I'm doing this. All right, there we go. Okay. We got fighters all over the place. Investigate the stress call. Yeah, can you believe it, guys? I'm related to Roscoe. Like, he's freezing his butt off, and I'm loving the weather. Currently, I'm wearing a long sleeve, and I'm starting to get really, really warm.
Materia collected.
Yep.
Empty collectors to retrieve.
It never fails. I love the way that long sleeve shirts look. I don't like the fact that they make me hot.
Ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the assembler.
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
Like, this is my favorite shirt. It's a Henley, right? It's a Henley. It's got long sleeve shirts, or long sleeves on it. It looks pretty good. I like the design. It's fun. But man, it's thick and it's long sleeve.
Over here.
I can't wear it very often. I thought, you know, it's brisk today. I'll try it, right? It'll be good. No, guys, I'm starting to really sweat in this thing. I have another Henley that's similar to this, but it's a much thinner material, and that you guys will probably see me wearing a lot more frequently than this shirt. This one is heavy duty.
Materia collected. Empty
9 times out of 10, weather does not accommodate this shirt. At least not for me.
Materia collected. Empty collectors.
I feel attacked. Florida is betraying my trust. That's amazing. Well, here's the thing, Roscoe. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The humidity in Florida is always high.
Empty collected.
So, when it does get cold here, it gets really cold.
Target destroyed.
Materia collected. Empty collected.
When it gets cold in Florida, it is brutally cold because of the humidity. Everything's wet. Like, you're practically walking through soup, just going through the air. So
Build ship ammunition in
you are drenched from head to toe, and the temperature is getting chilly. So go figure. You're cold. Go up to some place that's a little bit drier and get the same temperature, and trust me, it doesn't feel near as cold, man. Like, there can be snow on the ground, and it can be in the teens, and I feel more comfortable in North Carolina in that weather than I do down here in Florida above freezing. That being said, he doesn't get this cold, he doesn't get as cold as frequently in Florida. So you just have to come to Florida with knowing good and well that when it does get cold, it's going to be very cold. Florida is a humongous, larger-than-life-size sauna. Basically so. When I was down in Georgia, it was 65, but I was freezing. Yeah, and that's because of the humidity. It's still it's not as bad up in Georgia, but it's still there. Oh, we had a show it. Oh, now we got another. Good deal. I don't think we're hurting for ammo, are we? Nope. We're good on that front.
My capabilities are limited for now, but I know Barrett has plans for substantial upgrades going forward.
Alright, well this is the one where we have to deal with the ship that's been attacked. Repair its jump drive, all that.
Finally, someone found us. Legion drones
So shout out, this is one that you haven't had a chance to experience. It's a new sector. It's a lot of fun. Whoop, sorry bud, didn't mean to take your fire extinguisher. It's a lot of fun. You've got to clear out the enemy ships, and then you've got to go on board the friendly freighter and remove enemies from it and do repairs.
We are being boarded. Clear out the intruder.
It's really cool. It's just really long right now. I think they're probably going to eventually streamline it. I do miss it there. It was my first time climbing to the peak of a mountain, and the view was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Georgia's not bad. I'd say if you're looking for really good views, check out North Carolina, Tennessee area. If you're looking for mountains. There's a little, there are some mountains in Georgia, but not a lot. North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, places like that, you're gonna find some really nice mountain ranges. Real pretty and probably more favorable weather.
I know it's a lot to ask, but can you help us one more time? It's not a lot, but I can offer some supplies in return for your help. You're our only hope.
Need some assistance.
Why is my shotgun not reloading? Oh, because my shotgun's fully loaded and I'm trying to... It was my marksman rifle that wasn't fully loaded. Somebody should clip that. That was a good old idiot moment for you. Yes, the Blue Ridge Parkway is a beautiful drive. It absolutely is. I love the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's also really good for hiking or... you know what? I should probably top off my ammo. It's also really good for... a lot of people will actually travel the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Grabbing ammo. Taking ammo.
And just camp there and travel the whole extent of it. Usually biking or something, you know? Do it certain times of year when it's not too cold, and it's a pretty cool experience, I would say. I haven't been able to do it myself, but from what I've seen and from the folks that I know have done it, it's pretty neat. And the views are just crazy beautiful. Especially if you do it fall around the time of the changing of the leaves. That's pretty crazy. You just kind of have to bear in mind that once you get towards winter time, they shut down the road because that's kind of a dangerous place to be driving through when there's snow and ice on the roads.
Raptor incoming.
Oh, that is a spider tag that I did not see. That was gutsy. You took it on with melee. Alright, what do we got?
This jump drive is broken.
That's the broken
However,
jump
you can
drive,
disassemble
so no
it
good.
from materia.
Check this out.
Here we are in the plains states, so when I say super flat, I mean it. It is nice to see stormy weather coming in. Yep, been there more than a few times. We got family out by you guys. It's very, very flat. Lots and lots of corn.
Initiating takeoff.
Travel from Maggie Valley, North Carolina, know where that's at, to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, using the Blue Ridge. Gorgeous views. Yeah, that's incredible.
Parking. There might be something worth salvaging it.
I'll be back in about 10-ish minutes. Okay.
I've just
Also went back to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It was a nice little spot back in 1990. Now it's even more touristy. Good lord. Was that 35 years ago? Feels woozy. Yeah, time flies, man.
This jump drive appears to be in good enough shape. It's still functional.
Okay, he's got
Let's
the
return
drive.
it to the refugee ship.
And that is the one that we needed. Good deal. And I hear friends, but we should be able to just avoid them on this one. Alright, we can expect enemy reinforcements.
Initiating takeoff.
Oh no, they found us.
Nope, we got friends. There's a vet there. That's down. There's another vet. So there's two vets. Spider's weakened. I'm assuming you got a shot on it. Good deal. I guess we gotta deal with the vets. Shields are down. We got 3 pips of health remaining on the core. And I can't seem to hit a single crit with this. There we go. And then it broke. There we go. Nice shot. You can drop this one and move on to the next
You
one.
may board it and look
We
for
got
valuables.
fires on the ship. Try to keep the turn where the railgun's got a shot.
We win the day.
That was a little premature voice line, buddy.
needs ammo. Build ship
Nice.
ammunition in the assembler.
I'm replenishing ship
Alright,
ammo.
well that is technically down, but it isn't dropping yet, so we're gonna go over to this one. Okay, he's got the fires out, and he's getting the shield, the core repair. Good deal. I know we have shield repairs up on top of the ship, so I'll go and take care of that here in a sec. Let's get lined up with this vet.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Coolio. Okay. Yeah, there's some over here. Alright, good deal.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Alright. See if this drops some materia, and then we'll head over to the next one. Is it still flying? It sure as heck is. What? He doesn't appear to be shooting. Maybe? It's still shooting missiles. What? I am royally confused, guys. I've never seen that before. I've seen it not go down right away, but that's
You may board
oh,
it
now
with
it's
valuables.
disabled. Okay.
Drone over here.
That's funny. Whoops. Not quite what I meant to do, but... Oh, we are about to... You know what? Let's forsake this. Let's go to the objective, because that thing is, for some reason, still taking damage. Let's go do that. Probably because it's got enemies on the ship, if I were to guess. Let's go deal with that. We don't want to lose this sector. We can deal with the Corvette afterwards.
Good to see you again. I knew we could count on you. Please install the jump drive, and I'll prepare the cargo transfer in the meantime.
Alright, jump drive, I set down somewhere over here. Or he did, I'm assuming. Unless he's got it. That's the broken one. Is he off the ship? Okay.
You have my gratitude, friend.
Alright, he already got it.
You
Good
gave
deal.
these people a chance for a new start. I will take them to safety. Away
Good
from all
deal.
this chaos.
Now we can't lose it.
As promised, here are some supplies in exchange for your aid. Good luck in the next sector. Be careful.
We'll see if it drops loot this time. Sometimes it doesn't. A little bit of a glitch. Maybe?
There are still unexplored shipwrecks in the area.
Nope, didn't
Feel
drop
free
loot
to
this time.
explore them.
Alright, well. Fiddlesticks. Oh well. Put the broken ones in the disassembler? Yeah, absolutely. You get the potential of 2 broken drives. One will be radioactive. Both can be put through the disassembler for materia. Oh, hi. It's like playing whack-a-mole.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Alright, what do we get for artifacts? Boarding Blitz, anti-ship arsenal, shield recycler. Yes. Fucking ready. We got mass proxy. Nice. A couple of healing. Anti-ship arsenal and boarding blitz. I'm gonna put these into mass proxy because the faster we're taking out ships, the less damage we're gonna take. Okay. And I think we should probably go raid the other location because, well, we need materia, so. And we'll probably find some over here. If anyone's wondering why my face is so washed out, it's because I'm looking at this bright screen right here. This level is very bright.
There might be something worth salvaging inside of this shipwreck. Investigate it. Parking procedure complete.
Come out there. Let's just try and blitz. Just grab anything of value and ignore the enemy bots as much as possible. At least that's my plan. Spiders on the other side of this door. I got the health. I could probably just run through here.
This jump drive is broken. However, you can disassemble it for material.
Okay. There's a little bit of materia. That'll help. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get to the next area, I suppose.
Initiating takeoff. Transition to jump space.
Hopefully we'll get something good. I think this next area is a safe area, so...
No major threats detected on
Safe
sections.
area. There should be a
free to
respectable
explore
amount
the
of
nearby
loot in
area.
this one. Let's check the scanners, see if there's anything worth noting. There's a materia cloud here.
Look over here.
There's a buoy there.
Materia collected.
Oh my
Empty
gosh, I just
collectors.
noticed your stream title. Yeah, I brought back the typo. This time intentional. It's a throwback to when we first started streaming, so. Because why not? Looks like you've already got it all. It ain't being marked for me anymore, since you probably got everything. Cool. Alright. And then there'll be more loot over here. Sarah, as you know, that when I start typing, I make all kinds of typos because I type far too fast and don't pay as much attention as I should. Hence the typo for one of the lobby names, and well, it's kind of stuck at this point. See, there anything down the side? Sometimes there is. Cyclip. I think that is the first one I checked, but we'll give it a quick look. Yep. And we're clear. Gravity was refusing to let me go there, guys. It's like, nope, you stay. Alright, so that artifact is not particularly useful in our current situation, and I'd rather have the materia than another buff on the artifacts. So we're going to do that number. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the next area. Cool deal.
Entering jump space now.
Green's eyeballing my lunch. Not nice. Well, what's for lunch, Sarah? I mean, depending on what it is, I may not blame him, you know?
That's the array, and it's locking down the entire sector. If we don't capture those towers now, the Legion will have free
Alright,
over this
well.
entire region. Take it down.
Hand-breaded chicken tenders and potato wedges and a biscuit. Well, yeah, I mean, if he wasn't eyeballing your lunch, I'd worry there was something wrong with him, Sarah. That sounds amazing. Okay, he's on that side, so I'm gonna shell over here. So there's a way to do that effectively, guys, to shell the platforms, even when you have a friend on the platform. So it depends on which weapons you're running, because if you got, say, the bolt accelerators or the rapid pulse cannons, then you got to be a little more careful because they have a wider splash. When they hit, they're going to do damage in a wider radius. The mining lasers, or disruptor lasers, rather, that I'm using here, they don't splash out in such a large area, so you can be a little more precise with them, which makes them my preference for this mission when you are playing multiplayer. As you can see, though, I am trying to avoid shooting in the area where he is, going to the other side of the platform. The goal being to not damage him while he's down there and shooting bots, but to be taking things out so he has less to deal with.
Locked and loaded.
You do have to get a direct hit with the disruptor lasers, but it only takes a couple shots to drop things, even spider tanks, so it is pretty effective. And while they don't have a ton of area damage in comparison to the other cannons, they still spread out in a pretty wide area, making it pretty easy to get those direct hits.
Target acquired.
because the explosion from the shot is still going to do some splash damage.
Point has been lost. We're making good progress. Keep going.
Okay, he's over there. So let's splash this area. Alright. Too close. I can't shoot. And then I can grab him and we can go back to sea. Good deal. Some materia clouds. I'll grab those on the way.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the assembler.
Loading up.
Attached mines detected. Remove them.
Alright, what the mine layer I'd like to
We
be
are being boarded.
dealt
Clear out
with.
people.
Okay, let's retake this one. Nice thing about the cannons is if you get a good high out on a point, you can literally shell the entire platform with barely moving.
Keep fighting. Not much left now.
So I'm going to fire high here to avoid damaging him. So as you can see, I was literally aiming for the roof of that building rather than the ground, because they were flying units anyway, so they were up high in the air.
Hostile forces are capturing the point.
And he was down on the ground, and I wanted to avoid hitting him. So
Ship needs
by
ammo.
shooting the
Materia
roof,
collected.
I was causing splash damage just enough to hit those enemies, but not enough to reach the ground where he was. Nice
The
shot.
interference array is destabilizing, but we still need full control of the towers to shut it down completely.
Okay, so we lost A, but the progress bar is filled. We got mines on the ship,
Remove them.
which means we're probably about to get intruders. Is there a mine layer? Has to be, right?
And there's more where that.
Materia collected.
There's the mine
Empty
layer.
collectors.
Got you. Okay, let's deal with that. Okay, mines are down.
The ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the assembler.
Okay, he's on the vet. I'll leave that to him.
Replenishing ship ammo.
Corvette
And I'll clear up the rest of it.
They board it and look for valuables.
So it's me and Buddy managing the ship right now. As soon as I drop these ships, should be good. Okay, he got the vet. Good deal. I'm gonna drop this remaining fighter and then I'll go pick him up.
Weapons hot. Time to dance.
Alright. All enemy ships down. Looks like he's heading for A. We don't have any fires or anything on the ship, so I don't have to worry about repairs. Just so it's not a surprise, guys, this is going to be my last mission of the day. Once we're done here, I'm going to go ahead and start working on signing off. My father-in-law is getting married on the 1st, so we have a wedding rehearsal for the wedding party today, which I will be going to pretty much immediately after this is done. So I need to sign off and get around. Alright, and we've got it.
We did it.
Good job, bud.
The array's hold on the null space
Nice.
lanes is collapsing.
Alright,
and our
destination is
communications
set.
are stabilizing. The Legion's control over this region
And you
is
know
weak.
what?
Take the time you need to collect what remains.
I'm gonna
You
go
may
ahead
depart
and
at your
drop.
discretion.
Grab anything you want, man. Easy enough for me to replace stuff. Alright, let's do it. I think there was, yep, a couple halberds. It's a Mark 1. There's a Mark 2 Cyclip. I'll just grab that. Perfect. Alright, let's do it. And we're off.
Preparing for jump space transition.
Alright, good deal. Alright, got 10 ingots, almost 3,000 credits, so 2.5. Got all the bonus objectives. Pretty sweet. Back row, thank you so much. Alright, well that is my last run of the day, guys. Thank you to everybody who joined. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you're back.
Hope you all had a good time. Now, guys, if you've got any more ideas for titles for streams, I like to do sci-fi titles and just references. So, you got any ideas? Let me know in the comments or throw it up in the Discord or whatever. I hope you all are having a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later. Green dancing in the background. Whoa, I'm not. Oh gosh, I nearly got squished there. Oh man. Oh, this is the new one, guys. I love this. And then on top of that, they like, you drain your magazine so fast with the halberd with this. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Roscoe says, love some biscuits and gravy. And Silver 6 says, sweet potato pie for dessert. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll take some. Yeah, I mean, it was your obligatory scuffing of the paint job. I understand. I don't know, Spectre. You'll have to enlighten me. Throw up some pictures of what you're talking about in the Discord, because not interested in offending anybody. Unless it's for pineapple pizza. Oh, solar flare. If you're outside the ship, you will set on fire now, guys. Some fire here. Come on. Silly pod. Silly pod. Bullets are for bots. I'll leave it to you then. Okay, that was fun. Shotguns away. We are in the main branch. The experimental is actually kind of behind the main branch at this point.